You know, the excitement of yesterday's video, coming up with, those Super Bowl matchups that I want to see. I completely forgot to make NFL picks yesterday. I mean, granted, I felt that making those potential matchups was a little bit more important, but I still probably could have at least done something in regards to making picks yesterday. Funny thing is, though, it was maybe several hours later, and I realized I never did that. Okay, so just consider this video my 273rd picks, because 73 and 74 were yesterday, and today be 5, 6, and 7. So there we go. I'll get to those in a minute. But yeah, I'll definitely say that my low is I totally forgot to make picks yesterday. My high is literally everything else I did yesterday. I mean, I actually wound up going to the LECOM event center not once but twice. I spent almost $50 on 2 separate events. Worth it. Altogether, I should say. 25 for one, so 47 altogether. But yeah, dog, it was a good day. I saw Horseheads wrestling yesterday for a little bit. I can add that to the 2025 bucket list when I get the chance. And after having some dinner with my family, I went to see the Dave Matthews tribute band. Basically, they're a tribute band that does Dave Matthews Band covers, but they were really good. I mean, I'll be honest, my knowledge and history with Dave Matthews is slim at very little at best. But it was nice, and actually, I got to give a special shout out to a certain queen, you know who you are, who told me that it was going on, and I'll go to that. Why not? So I did. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so in regards to the picks I didn't make yesterday, for sure, here's what would have happened. For sure, I would have picked the Rams to win. So that game I would have gotten correct. As for the Packers and the Bears, I would have picked the Bears simply because, they were the number 2 seed. They were home, plus they had the better record. So, in that regard, I actually did get those picks right. And no, I'm not just saying that because I had time to see it happen and he's just making those picks because, no, I would have picked the Rams to beat the Panthers for sure. So, that makes my aim for the week 2-0. Let me bring it over here for a second. There we go. I will say, though, I went to Pick's Pub to watch the rest of the second game. I'll get to that in a second. But I gotta say, the Panthers did a lot better against the Rams than I thought anybody did, than I thought anyone would imagine. But yeah, the Rams are definitely going to be something to be worried about for the NFC these playoffs. Oh. And then there's, man, what a game that was. Holy cow. Here's the thing. I would have wanted the Bears to win, even if I did pick the Packers. Because, it's about time, Chicago was on top for a little while. I mean, they haven't had any kind of break since, the most recent was, the 2018-2019 season. And even then, they lost on the double doink to Philadelphia, who they actually just might play again in Soldier Field again if the Eagles win today. More on that in a minute. But I really thought the Packers had the Bears dead to rights. You know what? I think the Packers rested on their laurels. And you know what? I think it's because of when they beat the Cowboys. If any of you guys don't remember, the Cowboys were the 2 seed, the Packers were the 7 seed, and the Packers dominated the Cowboys. I imagine the Packers probably did that again. We're thinking they were going to do that again. They rested on their laurels. And we very much saw what happens when you do that. Like, when you... I mean, if you're winning like that, you keep your foot on the gas. You do not take your foot off the brake until you either run out of fuel or time is up. And even if it's the former, you find a way to get more fuel. Because, I mean, let's be real here. You don't lose that game. You do not lose that game. But give the Bears credit. They fought hard, getting back to winning the game. And you know what? They've allowed themselves at least one more home playoff game. Now, against 2 is a matter of what happens today. Speaking of today, I mean, listen, I told you guys this yesterday. I'm going to say it again. I had a dream that the Bills were going to make it to the Super Bowl. And so I'm sticking to that. I think the Bills, here's the thing. I think the Bills can win today. In fact, I do pick the Bills to win today. It is not going to be easy. Whether we all realize it or not, Jacksonville, they're for real. They really are for real. I mean, honestly, the AFC South was actually a pretty good division. I mean, I really thought the Colts were going to run away with it until, Daniel Jones got hurt and bad things started happening. And then the Jaguars fought their way back. So, yeah, I do believe that the Bills can win. Jacksonville's just not going to make it easy. I mean, they got to go to Jacksonville, which is already tough. I mean, unfortunately, I keep saying this, if the Bills want to make it to the Super Bowl, the road has to go through Buffalo. And sadly, every single playoff game that the Bills play at, unless, of course, the Chargers continue to win, they're all going to be away games. They got to go to Jacksonville today. They got to potentially go to Denver next week if they win. And as far as, the AFC Championship, who knows? It may be a rematch between the Patriots and the Bills again. We don't know. But what I do know is I'm picking the Bills to win the first game today. As for the Eagles versus the 49ers, I remember last year that the Eagles and the 49ers played against each other, but because of injuries, the 49ers really couldn't do anything. With a team in full health, I know the 49ers are a more complete team than the Eagles are. I mean, granted, yeah, the 49ers got to go to Lincoln Financial Field, which is going to be rough because Eagles fans are not the most particularly forgiving group of people. So, yeah, I say... I mean, first of all, the 49ers got to do two things. They need to stop Saquon Barkley and keep Jalen Hurts from using his arm, as well as keeping him from moving too. And in full health, they can. You know what? There's a reason why I had the Bills versus the 49ers Super Bowl as like my number 2 Super Bowl matchup I want to see yesterday. You know what? Ooh, actually, Eagles and Bills are number 1. Ooh, gosh. This is going to be tough, dude. You know what? I'd like to see the 49ers win. I do. As much as I like Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts, there's just more players on the 49ers I like more. I like Brock Purdy. I like Christian McCaffrey. I love Fred Warner. I love Trent Williams. Hey, come on, man. The people's tight end, George Kittle. I mean, George Kittle. Honestly, like, George Kittle is that kind of player where not only is it fun to watch him play, but you know that when he's out in the field, you know there's a chance. You'll be like, yeah, because he's George Kittle. He can do that. George Kittle's going to win today, and then he's going to go home and eat Chinese food and watch professional wrestling. Because that's what he does, because he's George Kittle. And as for tonight's game, you know what? The Chargers have a really tough game against New England. I know they do. It's not remotely going to be easy for them. But, you know what? There's a reason why Jim Harbaugh is the coach of the Chargers. There is. And I would just love for them to go to Foxborough, beat the Patriots, and say one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard ever. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. I would love to see that. I really would. But the Patriots are the number 2 seed for a reason. Like, I think it's going to be a Bills-Patriots AFC Championship game. I really think that's what's going to happen. Which, I mean, man, I don't know. Ugh. You know what? Just because I saw Dave Portnoy do a pizza review with Drake May's wife. Yeah, why not? I'll pick the Patriots to win. So, yeah, I've got the Bills, I've got the 49ers, and I got the Patriots winning tonight. Man, am I hoping I'm right. Have I really only been talking for 12 minutes? Or 13? Shoot. I guess I have. I mean, actually, you know what I could do? I could go, where's my Super Bowl matchups I want to see file? Here it is. Okay. Now, because the Panthers lost, my number 8 is officially off the board for what Super Bowl matchups that we can get. As well as my number 4. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, gotta get rid of number 3 too. So, of the 11 Super Bowl matchups that I want to see, 3 of them are gone. And let me make a typo. I can't believe I made a typo right. So, yeah, we still have the potential for an all-Pennsylvania Super Bowl between the Steelers and the Eagles. We still have a potential matchup between both number 1 seeds, as well as both number 2 seeds. We still have a possibility of a Patriots versus a Super Bowl 52 rematch, a Super Bowl 49 rematch, a Super Bowl 36 and 53 rematch if it's the Patriots and the Rams. the Bills and the 49ers haven't played yet, so they're still in. And the Eagles haven't played it either, so they're still in. So, yeah. Okay. So, ooh. You know what? Let me say, hold on. After day 1. There we go. Ooh, I gotta make a post on Facebook about that. That'd be pretty cool if I did that. But, yeah. I think we're in for some really big and great games today. I can't wait to see what happens next. And I'm excited. I hope you all like this video. If you did, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble this video for all you guys watching. Enjoy everything. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Oh, happy Sunday, everyone. And remember, if you guys want to talk, channels are here to let me know who's back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.